Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready. Right, 97. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
17. Holster. 62 Bradford.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Apke.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
60 Bison.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
19 Tiger, not 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. 19 Type. 19 Trap 60. Up. Ready, go.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Dragon, 60.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Grady Jarrett drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out on the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin will pick, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
Come on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Ready? Left wing 19. Come 19. Come 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll drop to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
38. Check you. Ready?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
43 rail.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Here we go.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Well, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Fix the Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And taken right at the 35. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
60 Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 18, Pioneers.
2nd and 11. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Here's the 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Let's go now. Right.
Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's 21-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's Chandler on second down.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Okay, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Left wing 19. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Miller, the man in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Going deep this time for Miller. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the double.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Koo now for the point after.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They run it with Chandler.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. No.
Now Chandler.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 18. Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Look at my team. Panther 60. Panther 60. Viking 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's Chandler.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
70. Hawk 70.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
70 Lions. 60 Vikings. 6. Roll.
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Okay, right?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets him ready.
At the 40. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have
rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
19 target, 79 Broncos. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
2nd and 5. Going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cowboy 80.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on, 38. 560. 1, 2, 6.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were buoyed.